Hello, everybody. Happy October. Can you believe it? October 2018 already. It's amazing how fast it's gone by. Alrighty. I hope that you got your big girl britches on or big boy pants on because October is going to be quite the ride. Okay. Well, first of all, I'm Katherine Metcalf, and I'm a professional astrologer, intuitive, and tarot card reader and teacher. So every month I start off with this YouTube channel talking about the astrological insights and transits that we're going to be experiencing this month. And then I also do weekly oracle or tarot card polls just to give you a little bit of guidance for the week. So I hope if you enjoy this that you'll give me a like, thumbs up, or subscribe to the station. And feel free to, reach out and ask questions. And I love the interaction. So, all right, here we go for October. So first of all, happy birthday to you beautiful, sensual Libras out there. You're highly creative, very kind. And because you're the sign of justice, right? Libra and the balance. You're all about the balance and peace. So I wish you just great joy and a sense of peace for your new year, this year for your birthday year. So we are starting out October with a bang astrologically. So on October 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, is going to be square to Pluto, which is endings and beginnings. It's major transformation. So this transit is going to point to volatile communications and huge power struggles. If any of you have been watching TV at all lately, you know that on a political level, we've got some huge issues with this Brett Kavanaugh thing going on. So, with him trying to be put into the Supreme Court, and then with Christine Blasey Ford coming out along with 2 to 4 other people, I think, that have come forward now with allegations of sexual abuse by him. So this month, we're going to see a lot of up and downs regarding communications. And the next thing, too, that we're definitely going to be seeing is on October 5th, Venus, which is the planet of beauty and love, is going to go retrograde. So Venus, that's going to last until November 15th, but we will actually be in the shadow period of it right on into December. So because Venus represents love, every single one of us is going to be feeling that energy, and we're going to be asking ourselves the big questions about our love relationships. Are we truly happy? Is this the person I'm supposed to be with? So there's going to be a lot of deep thinking that's going to go into finding the right answer for each one of you. And also what we're seeing play out, on the political scheme is we do have some Venus and Mars dancing going along this month several times during the month, which is basically women versus men. Okay. And really, we've got to find the happy balance that works for all of us. So, but we're going to have a few bumps to get there. All right. So, Venus does represent women. And when it comes to retrograde energy, even though it feels like the energy is moving slower, it's actually more concentrated. So therefore, the energy is heightened. So the good news is that female power can now become a reality. Yay! I, for one, am very happy about that. Okay. On October 8th, we have a new moon in Libra. And here is the chart for that. Okay, so this is October 8th, and it's at 15 degrees Libra. So new moons are a time of new opportunities. So here's the new moon. And new moon is conjunct the sun. So new moon is when you go outside and you look up into the sky and you don't see the moon. That's a new moon because it's getting ready to be birthed, right? So it's a time of new beginnings and creating wishes. So you may find yourself feeling a little bit dreamy or a little bit confused because we have the new moon is in angle, it's in a quincunx, which is this degree right here, to Neptune. So that can cause some mixed emotions. It can actually bring some peace or creative solutions to issues, which is a good thing. Then the other challenge that we have with this is that this new moon and sun, they're conjunct always, and it's actually making a square to Pluto, which is here. Okay, so Pluto right here, moon and sun. So sun is your identity, moon is your emotions, and Pluto is big change, death and rebirth. So it's big, heavy energy. So with this, kind of challenging energy here, but then with this possible softness and spirituality of Neptune, I do think that with this new moon, if you can pull in that energy of Libra, because it is a new moon in Libra, we can actually find a healthy balance so that we can move forward with our dreams and goals and wishes. On October 9th, which is the day after the new moon, we actually have Mercury opposing Uranus. So it's the blue lines, just the circled blue lines right here. So Mercury's down here with the little thinking cap. Uranus is up here, and Uranus is rebel energy. So I think that we may very well see some unexpected news come out in the news, in politics, in the media, and then on a personal level, it could be that we either have an aha moment, kind of an awakening, or some kind of clarity that will happen for us. Then on the 10th, October 10th, we've got Venus squaring Mars. So I just talked about that a minute ago. And Venus represents the goddess of love. Venus is here in the blue. And a square is in a challenging position to Mars. Mars is the male god of war. So what do we have? Female versus male. And we've got that right now politically. Who do you believe? Who do you believe? Christine Blasey Ford or what's his name? Oh, yeah, Kavanaugh. Yeah. Okay, so that's a big question right now. And, right now, this week, the FBI is actually researching, supposedly investigating, doing their due diligence to see if Kavanaugh is actually fit to be a Supreme Court justice. I personally don't believe that he is, but it sounds to me like the end of this week, beginning of next week, which is the 8th, and the 9th, we could, they could be voting on it during that time. And it's kind of hard to call because there is so much anger both ways, Republican, Democrat, male, female. It's a little bit difficult to call, but in the end, I think that he will not be confirmed. Okay, let's see. Then the third week. So we have transiting Mercury catching up to retrograde Venus. Okay, so this is the third week in October, which is wonderful because it will be giving women a voice. We've always had a voice, but everybody's going to hear it now. So I don't know about you guys, but personally, this you know, this situation that we have with the Supreme Court trial and or the hearings with Christine, with Dr. Ford, really brought up some huge emotions for me and some unresolved issues of sexual abuse for me in the past. And as I was going online and reading, there have been thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of women that have stepped forward that are really upset, that felt like, when those situations happened, nobody would help them. They didn't feel like it was safe for them to tell the truth of the experience that they had. So I feel like this is going to be more of that kind of energy. Yeah, we're probably going to see some rallies, some protests, that kind of thing in October, mid-October. Then the 18th, Mercury is going to be square to Mars, which makes me feel like the women are going to have the power and the men are going to be pissed. So as much as I am a feminist and have been for many, many years, I do know the reality is we have to find a happy medium, and that there's good and bad to both female and male. So, and we may be able to find that because there's a loose trine to Neptune, which is a good thing. And that can bring a possibility of a resolution. Okay. So, don't hurt each other. We want to kind of come to some kind of healthy, happy medium and resolution. All right. And then, mid-month, well, about the 21st, we've got happy birthday to Scorpios. So Scorpios are intense. They're passionate. They're highly intuitive. They're usually pretty sexy. You got that going for you. They're always digging to get to the truth of a matter. So whatever it is that they're into or investigating. So I wish for Scorpios that they actually have some time this year, not always to, analyze and dig deep, deep, deep all the time, but to actually just be present and enjoy what they have right in front of them. Okay. And if you are a Libra or a Scorpio, if you get a reading in the month of October, I will offer you a birthday discount. So all you have to do is reach out to me at astrologerkathy@gmail.com, or just send me a little link on here on YouTube or Facebook, and we'll get that set up. And I do readings in person in the Quad Cities and in Moline and East Moline. And then I also do Skype readings and phone readings and Zoom readings. So online, you don't have to be in Illinois or Iowa to get a reading. You can be anywhere in the world and we can do it. I love that. All right. So now we're going to look at the 4th week of October. And this is a very powerful week. So this is the week of the full moon, which, you go outside and you look up into the sky and you're going to see the full moon in its radiance. So it's when the sun is opposing the moon. Okay. But it's going to be a really powerful week of revelations because Mercury is sextile to Pluto on the 22nd. And the sun in Scorpio, so here's Mercury, and then here's the sun, and it's opposing Uranus. This is our identity. This is rebelliousness. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to have some kind of big awakening at that point. And then we have the full moon at 1 degree Taurus opposing, or here it is, opposing that sun at 1 degree Scorpio. So because this full moon is conjunct Uranus, moon is our emotions and who we are privately at home. Uranus is unexpected energy, kind of bent up energy, and it's very rebellious and out there. Explosive it can be. So it can make for some very intense emotions. But there is a nice trine here to Saturn. So that will help. So that trine to Saturn if we can remain calm, we can actually, and do some breathing as we're going through this challenge, okay, we can actually come to a solution to whatever is challenging us, which is a great news. All right. And at the full moon on October 24th, with that Taurus energy, what you want to work on releasing is maybe stubbornness, because Taurus can be very stubborn. And in the full moon, you want to release kind of the negative tendencies of Taurus. So it could be that you indulge in too many sweets, that you're not open-minded. So those kinds of things are the things that you want to let go of during a full moon. Okay. All right. Then last but not least, we've got the last week of October. And that is a busy week as well. So as you can see, we've got Mercury just here, conjunct Jupiter. So that's a time of like big ideas. There could be another huge story, news story that comes out and happens. And yeah, absolutely, because it's also quincunx to Uranus. So it could be kind of an upsetting news story. So on the 27th and 28th, the sun is actually sextile to Saturn, which can help us be productive again and get some things done. And then Mercury is conjunct Jupiter, which we just talked about on the 29th. And that points to the big news story. And then retrograde Venus, which is here, is conjunct the sun, and meaning that it will put women in a position of power again, which I say yay to. And then on Halloween, actually, a few days even before, Venus is going to be opposing Uranus. So yeah, that can be a little exciting, surprising, or unexpected. So for Halloween and your love life, be ready for some surprises. It could be a great thing. Okay. All right. So that's kind of the update for October. There's lots of aspects going on this month between Venus and Mars and Uranus. So not a whole lot of stability this month. Just expect kind of the unexpected. So, expect the unexpected, and my beautiful poster fell down. So there you go. Okay. It happens. All right. So I have this beautiful deck that I wanted to pick a card for the month of October for you. And it's called the Creative Soul Deck. And I actually bought this when I lived in Arizona. One of my friends did one of the paintings that are in here. So they're all these beautiful, all these beautiful different paintings that were done by different artists. And then they got to write a little message on the back. So the one, as I've been shuffling through here, they're all different. As you can see, they're all beautiful. But the one that I decided to stop on intuitively is Be Outrageously You. I think that's perfect with the running energy that we have going on this month. Okay. So it's like, just be you, no matter how different you are. You don't want to lose your uniqueness. Okay. The back of the card says, without apology, take up the space that is yours. Let the world know you were born this way. Be outrageously you. Woohoo! I'm a big fan of that. All right. I wish you great blessings in this month of October. Remember to breathe and meditate as we're going through these ups and downs politically, socially, and personally. And just know it'll be easier ride the more that you're authentically you. Okay. Thanks so much for listening. Have a blessed month. And come back and see me every week so that you can get the message of the week. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.